Alright guys, it's finally arrived, the first in the video request series. This one goes out to my Twitter follower at TMTSS, hailing all the way from Russia. Spasiba, comrade! The request he's made is that I show my take on the triangle choke from guard. So, the basic concept behind the triangle choke is pretty straightforward. You're going to be trying to wrap your legs around his head, including one of his arms inside that choke. And what you're trying to do is squeeze that space all the way out. Pull his head down, push your hips up, putting pressure here on the arteries, blocking blood flow to the head. The idea is to squeeze the whole thing together, take away all that space. So in this video, this is exactly what I'm going to try to show you. Alright guys, check it out. So step one in setting up the triangle is we're going to grab both sleeves. Alright, so if we zoom in, we can see that the grip that I prefer is the inverted grip. Just a reminder that you're not allowed to grab inside the sleeve, so this is a very good and strong alternative. In step number two, we're going to place both of our feet on our opponent's hips. If we have a look at a different angle, this is pretty much what it looks like. You can put one foot at a time, or if you're able to, put both feet at the same time. That's whatever works for you. In step number three, we're simply going to be lifting up his arm to create enough space to pass our leg through so we can start working on wrapping it around his head. So here it is again. Lift up his arm, create space to get your leg through, and pass the leg. Alright guys, this next step is really important. I want you guys to kick up that leg and drive your hips up to his neck. This is a really important point, guys. I can't stress it enough. Bring your hips up to his neck, not down here like this. Really drive them up all the way up, trying to take away as much space as possible. Step number 5. Cross the arm over, kick the leg down, close that triangle. Now if it's not closed tight enough, grab your shin inside your legs and pull it in nice and tight. Point your toes up and cinch it in. Here's another view. Cross the arm, kick the leg down, close that triangle. You can see here the triangle's not fully closed, so I grab my shin, pull it in tight, point my toes up. Now you can see it's nice and locked in. Here's an extra little tip. Try to make sure that the arm, when crossed over, is under his chin. Here you can see it's not. So I'm going to push on his forehead to expose his neck and get that arm under his chin. In the final step, we're going to grab both our hands on the back of his head, pull down as tight as you can, and push our hips up, creating the final squeeze and usually the tap. Okay, here's another angle. Both hands on the back of the head, pull down as tight as you can, push your hips up, and your opponent taps. So when we put it all together, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Now guys, I just want to let you know that the way I do the triangle is a compilation of tips and tricks that were given to me by both my coach and a couple of other black belts. So this is how I do it. It's not to say this is the right way, but I find this really helps people, whether they have long or short legs, to take away that space every step of the way to try to cinch it in and get a successful triangle and tap. Alright guys, before I proceed, I'd like to thank my student DK for letting me graciously choke him out so many times. That was very kind of you, thank you very much. Hope your neck wasn't too sore after training. Thanks for watching everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. I'll be working on the next video pretty shortly, so keep watching. Alright? Take care guys.